Reserve Bank, energy companies and supermarkets are being questioned by a parliamentary hearing today into the cost of living. Let's go live to Sky News political reporter Joel Philp. Joel, what have we heard so far?
Well, Tom, Liberal Senator Jane Hume is actually chairing this meeting and she's being joined by Greens and National senators. And before it kicked off this morning, I'll get to that first. Here's what she said she wants to get out of it.
So the aim of the Cost of Living Committee is to find those workable, practical solutions, to consult with industry, to find out where the frictions are. Is it in supply chains? Is it in energy prices? What is it that they can suggest to us that would help Australians with their issues around the cost of living right now?
So up now is the Reserve Bank of Australia. Keep in mind the Governor, Philip Lowe, at a recent parliamentary hearing, apologised repeatedly for miscommunicating when it comes to rate rises in Australia. Now it's Marion Kohler, another senior person from the RBA, who began by saying that the Reserve Bank projects that inflation has peaked already in Australia and that it did so in those December figures we saw of 7.8%. But she reiterated why the Reserve Bank believes that raising rates was the best course of action.
We understand that some people are finding the rise in interest rates difficult to manage and others will have to cut back on discretionary spending. However, high interest rates are necessary to ensure that the current period of high inflation and cost of living pressures does not persist too long. As the Governor has emphasised, the Reserve Bank Board is focused on returning inflation to target and establishing a more sustainable balance of demand and supply in the Australian economy.
A little bit earlier, Glencore, Ampol and BP were companies that took part in this hearing. Glencore took a few swipes at the federal and Queensland governments. The federal government for a lack of detail over the safeguard mechanism and the Queensland government for ramping up coal royalties.
That was a very abrupt decision with little to no genuine consultation with industry. We think that kind of super royalty hike has damaged investor confidence. It's increased our level of uncertainty around future investments, but also it raises a red flag with key trading partners like Japan.
This afternoon, it's the supermarket chain Woolworths, charitable organisations and then unions who will be speaking at this hearing. It'll be interesting to see what they say about inflation and how it's impacted them, Tom.